storyteller who's coming up, first of all, she goes to crazy hippie dance class. That's what I call it. It's ecstatic dance. Do you guys know about ecstatic dance? Yeah? Yeah, so she goes to ecstatic dance, which I love. And she's a poet, and she has a series at the Santa Monica Library where she's filmed older people, seniors, I guess, right? That's, I don't know, some people don't like that, right? Some people don't like being called seniors, other people do. People who are in the second half, or the third third of their lives. Second half, okay. You want to second half? But it's more than the second half. It's the third. Mature and beautiful. And she films them, and they tell stories. And so those are going to be going on actually at the Santa Monica Library. So she's involved in so many different things. And she's going to come on stage right now. And her name is Cassandra Christenson.
It's 1984, the year that George Orwell talked about. And Macintosh just came out, and my life was absolutely falling apart. So when my friend said, Cassandra, would you like to be a chaperone for the dating game? By the way, who knows the dating game? Yes? It's kind of like the precursor to The Bachelor, wouldn't you say? Yeah, a little bit. So I'm taking I'm taking the winning couple to Bermuda. And I bet you wonder what in the world I did. I handled the money. I made sure they had a good time, tried to, and answered questions like, why do they have 3 forks on the left side of our plate? So on the way back, we have an okay time. They're a delightful couple, but who really wants to have a chaperone, no matter how nice I was? So we're coming in to the Miami airport from Bermuda. And the pilot says, grab your luggage. There were no roller bags then. You better run or you're going to miss that plane. So we're dragging them across the tarmac, in that we really planned for a week almost for just those 2 days. And we get to the concourse. It's packed with people, sweaty, tired people. And as I'm threading with the couple through all the people, the couple by the name was Teresa and Kevin. I turned around and they were not behind us. So I went threading my way back through the people and yelling, Teresa, Kevin, Teresa, Teresa. And who should come but Mother Teresa? She had a whole bevy of nuns with her, the white outfit, the white headdress, little blue stripes. And I run up to her. By this time, there weren't that many people in the concourse. And I ran up to her, grab her hand, pump it up and down, and say, oh, Mother Teresa, I'm Cassandra, and I do the same work as you. And something in me screamed inside, saying, sure, you pick up the people off the streets of Calcutta. She said, she was very gracious. What I actually was doing at the time is I had quit my job and decided that I wanted to help people through the dying process so they didn't die alone. So I kind of said something like that, and then they moved on like doves in a way. I, of course, immediately found Teresa and Kevin, put them on the plane. Yes, it waited for us. It had been like 40 minutes, and it was still there. And told the couple, you go back to LA because I have to go see Mother Teresa. And the young woman said, who's Mother Teresa? And looked quite worried that they were going to be going back alone to LA. And I said, I don't care. I have to go back and see Mother Teresa. You could see why I wasn't the best nurse in the world, leaving this couple to go back on their own. So I immediately found Mother Teresa. They were sitting in a semicircle, and they made room for me. And Mother Teresa said, "Now tell me what it is you do." And I said, "Well, I don't like the fact that we close the door when someone's dying. And we say, you might as well go home. As nurses, we would say, might as well go home. There's really nothing left to do." I said, I think there should be families and friends sitting around, holding and helping the person to know they're loved and dear, and their life made a difference. Mother Teresa was really quiet at that point. And she said, "Do you work with AIDS?" And I said, "Well, not really. The fact of the matter is, I didn't work with AIDS at all. I thought nurses should be paid extra to work with AIDS, I'm embarrassed to say. And I was homophobic at that time. And she said, she raised herself up really strong and big for such a small woman. She raised her finger and she said, "You work with AIDS." And I came back to Los Angeles to do just that. And with Marianne Williamson's generous help, we started a small organization called Project Nightlight, where volunteers went out in the middle of the night of AIDS and held the young men, some women, during their last hours of life. The plane, by the way, had waited for me. I came down the concourse there, and that whole circular room was empty except for one woman behind the counter. I said, "I missed my flight. How should I get back to LA?" And the woman said, "Well, it's here." They opened the door, I got on the plane, and it left. So Marianne helped me to get a huge number of volunteers, and we trained them to go out and do this work. So many people came to help us. And in that time, had I not quit my job as a nurse, had I not accepted the job as a chaperone, had I not gone back to find Mother Teresa, I would have gone back rather lost at home. But as it was, doing this work and having so much support and caring helped me to know that I was bigger and stronger and more wonderful than I ever hoped to be. And I got to find out that all my life I had covered up that I myself am gay.